Look what the cat dragged in.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve. I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Learned anything?
You have the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind women love.
I was asking about the curse.
Oh, of course. What would you like to know?
Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banhard.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs? Is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Death Mold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them, apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevisig's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the great encyclopedia of curses, spells, and prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Margarita Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
Quite a tome. Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Findebert, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodelega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodelega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevisig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death. If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy, the minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you.
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it. You're gonna help me, Deathmold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that? Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
Damn it! This is a brothel, not a military camp. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian. We'll have to sit it out like
know it
hens
all.
on their eggs.
I smell it to Mary's. It won't just disappear. They say only a spell will lift it. The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown
Get a
lads
hold
with their
of
arses in the air.
Audrin, where are you?
What do you want?
I heard you calling out for Audrin.
What of it?
Just curious. Half the camp's looking for him.
Well, he's gone and got lost. But Audrin's a good man. He can drink 6 noggins of liquor, one after the other.
Wouldn't mind buying him a pint. What does he look like?
Ordinary, like any soldier, except he staggers a lot.
I'm done with this cursed place.
Damn it, this is a brothel, not a military
Square
camp.
coins. That bark. Bog. As long as they pay us.
Audrin, where are you? Here, boy. Audrin.
Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt of Rivia?
You seem to know me, but I have no idea who you are.
And you're worse off for that, for I can make you even more famous.
You write ballads or something?
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organising knightly tourneys. A swordmaster like you must be eager to show off his skills. Knightly tournaments are a pastime for real men.
Does King Henselt have any interests besides fighting?
We value knightly tradition in Kedwin. Only duels in the arena let a knight stay in good form and hone his skills.
I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody comet, square coins, and that fucking bog. As long as they pay us, I'd sit it out.
Audrin, where are you? Audrin, here, boy. Audrin.
How's service under Henselt?
See anybody complaining? And we don't like busybodies.
I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody
Audrin,
comet,
where
square
are
coins,
you?
and that fucking bog. As long as they pay us,
Here,
I'd sit it out.
Audrin, where are you? Audrin, where are you?
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Audrin! Get a hold of yourselves. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
What do you want?
I heard that Sabrina Glevissig was burned at the stake somewhere nearby.
Upon a hill, folk congregate there to this day.
What for?
They say it brings luck, but I don't buy that superstitious shite.
Damn it! This is a brothel, not a military camp.
I'm
What?
done with this cursed place. Bloody comet, square coins, that fucking bog.
As long as they pay us, I'd say.
Here, boy.
Hello.
Oi, Witcher! Out in these wastelands hunting monsters? Well, if you see two of my men, tell them I'll rip them both brand new assholes if they miss muster.
What are they doing there?
It's a common malady. A day don't go by that some dimwit don't sneak out of the camp to go to the gullies.
We'll see if I come across anyone.
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow. Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zivik knows how to be grateful.
Well, it was here yesterday. Well, not another fucking stone.
I want to stock up on provisions.
Seek and ye shall find, as the prophet Loredo would say.
He was a shepherd, had experience in seeking and finding.
You know the good book, that's worthy of praise.
Any discount on account of that?
No. Browse and choose. Come back, like that cat from the good book.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
Now we make camp.
With the Black. Pretty please.
Greetings.
Pretty please.
Gotta pay for looking too.
I see you finally decided to relax. Have I ever told you I think you lead a very unhealthy life?
You mentioned it.
Evidently not enough for you to take it to heart. Anyway, the whores are quite decent here.
Maybe some other time.
You worry me.
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Henselt's camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she wanted. That'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
Have you tried to, approach Vess?
I've thought about it. On the one hand, I've never rogered a soldier, but on the other, the clean clang of steel against steel at an intimate moment could put off even the most attentive lover. Why do you ask?
I just like to know. Heard anything about Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
Letho knows a lot about me. There are certain things that probably only he can explain.
I'm not so certain you really want to know them.
We'll see.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head. My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss? Yennefer? That's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have two women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her. Henselt's camp is abuzz with rumors about the events 3 years ago.
When you burn a sorceress at the stake, rumors spread faster than the seed of a lascivious baron.
I know you primarily value sorceresses for their firm busts, but I'm curious. What do you think of Sabrina Glevissig?
Sorceresses complain about feeling underappreciated, persecuted even. But let me tell you, Geralt, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If they didn't meddle, they wouldn't be burned at the stake. They keep whining about the horrors that took place on Dannet Island, about the order of the world being destroyed. But let me ask you, who brought that about if not them and their scheming?
Are there trolls here?
Aye, there are.
You don't mind.
What's so strange about that?
And they don't trouble the locals?
What about building bridges? Take it forward.
Huh?
Better build a highway to the town.
And are they building it?
Not a... Oh!
Hello. Greetings.
Elder and the recruiter are coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs at the time, so he takes a pig's eye and puts it...
Greetings, Geralt, in these humble foreign walls.
Greetings.
My heart rejoiced to see that dear old noggin of yours emerge from a sea of unknown faces.
I see you prefer the company of Vernon and his men.
The soldiery in Hensel's camp looks at me like I'm a lump of rotten meat.
Do you think they suspect you of being a spy?
Who the fuck knows what's in their bloody heads? You know what? I regret I'm not a spy. I feel like the last bloody cunt here. Somewhere nearby, my brethren are sharpening their axes, just waiting for the fog to dissipate so they can blunt them on some kid when he necks.
I see you prefer the company of Vernon and his men.
The soldiery in Hensel's camp looks at me like I'm a lump of rotten meat.
Do you think they suspect you of being...
Who the fuck knows what's in... You know what? I regret I'm not a spy.
You been around? Heard anything about the Kingslayer?
Just that Henselt is shitting himself for fear that his head is about to be separated from his shoulders. For me, the assassin's hiding out in the ravines, an ideal place for his kind. Anyway, I've been wondering, why the fuck do you care so much about this cunt and you're so ready to stick your neck out to find him?
Letho is guilty of 2 regicides. I want to know why he did it. Or rather, for whom.
What's the difference?
A witcher doesn't step into political quicksand for no reason.
Every king has so much shite under his collar that taking a knife to his throat is always justified.
I don't care for the precepts that govern the world, but I've yet to find anyone who's found a better way to do things. Killing kings solves nothing, quite the contrary.
What will you do when you find him?
We'll see when I talk to him, when I learn the truth. Maybe I'll see his point. Maybe I'll just cut off his head. All rested after the boat trip?
Don't remind me of that. My stomach churns at the very thought.
You could have traveled here on foot.
If I'd known it before days of rocking, I would have. And if they told me I'd be eating dried and salted cod 3 times a day, I'd have clobbered myself with my own hammer before boarding that boat.
You're spending all your time in Roche's camp. Have you 2 become chums?
Chums? That's a bit rich. But he doesn't piss me off as much as he used to. Either he's changed or I've grown accustomed.
Maybe both.
Maybe. Besides, the camp has loads of other attractions. His men cheat me at cards, and there's a tit or 2 to hang the gaze upon.
If that's what you're after, there's a regular whorehouse in Henselt's camp.
How can you compare a whore's tits to Vessi's? I could buy myself the others, but hers are just to be admired.
He does what?
Puts a pig's eye in his ass. The elder and the recruiter enter, and the mother says,
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings, Vess. What news from the Blue Stripes?
They're keeping their eyes open, as always.
We've lost the assassin's trail.
The trail led us here. If it goes no further, the assassins must be in the vicinity. I see 2 possibilities. Either Henselt hired them, or he's their next target.
We'll find out soon enough.
and he's standing with his back to them, his pants down. He spreads his cheeks and says, "I can see that."
Did they take him?
Here to spy on us.
Who would I be spying for?
For Henselt. The Death Mold. I heard they hired you.
It just so happens we have common aims. But don't worry, observing Vernon Roche isn't one of them.
In that case, to what do I owe this pleasure?
You need to be careful. Death Mold can't learn that you're holding a Kedweni spy.
He won't. Don't you worry none.
Death Mold has an excellent net of his own spies.
That spy we caught at Loredo's, Arnold. He's prancing around in the next world.
Did he spill anything interesting?
He was tough, but waterboarding can be incredibly effective. Eventually, he coughed up that Henselt was trying to bring the border towns to a boil.
Henselt's not stupid. He wouldn't want to wage war on two fronts.
That rat Loredo was supposed to stir unrest in Flotsam. Luckily, you rearranged his intestines with your blade.
I was wondering what you're actually doing here, Vernon.
The Blue Stripes never want for work, especially in a hotbed like this.
You're not about to tell me, are you? And here I thought we had something special.
I've got my finger on the pulse, and I've not forgotten what I came here for, Geralt.
Foltest's assassin.
Precisely. He's holed up like a rat, and he'll meet a rat's end.
Any idea what's happening on the other side of the Battle of Spectres?
Well, I expect not much has changed. A bunch of dwarves, elves, and peasants are trying to figure out how to save Edda.
Saskia's an exceptional woman.
But just a woman, nonetheless. Besides, how would you know?
Just a hunch, and there's all the talk. Besides, to assemble an army of elves, dwarves, and humans who fight side by side, you pretty much have to be extraordinary.
You'll not persuade me some woman will defeat Henselt in battle.
You're forgetting one thing. Kedwen's just fighting for a better life. Eddern's fighting for life itself.
Motivation's important, I grant you. But it can't trump knowledge of the art of war. Temeria's my only concern, and I'll be glad to see Henselt's forces tied up here. That's a good thing.
Think he wouldn't stop after conquering Eddern? What if he quickly deals with Saskia and turns his army west?
It's possible, but I hope it won't come to that.
You miss your old friend, Iorveth?
If the gods are kind, he'll yet fall into my hands. That said, I wonder what the scoundrel's up to.
What news of good old Flotsam?
Thanks to us, it still is good old Temerian Flotsam. If I hadn't sniffed out Loredo's treachery, a Kedweni garrison would be stationed there already. Constable John Natalis has appointed a new commandant to Flotsam. Let's hope he doesn't turn out to be another whore.
In the face of possible disaster, they tried to draft entire villages. I'm from Stilton, in the Ravalets lands in Temeria.
Been observing you for a while now.
And?
Just wondering if I can bring you in alive. And get a higher reward, you know.
Well, you can't.
Damn shame, I'd say.
Careful! He handily defeated the King's Guard! At him! For the ring of gold in your pouches! Careful! He handily defeated the King's Guards! At him! For the ring of gold in your pouches! Defeated the King's Guards!
torches!
Guess they'll never learn.
Over here, inside the candles. Quick! You'll be safe here. Over here, inside the candles. We're safe here.
Who are you?
Our descendants will decide who we were when they see what we've left behind.
Who were you before?
What does it matter? Let the sins of youth fade into oblivion. Look at the candlelight. Feel it, and you'll hear what it has to say to you.
I can't hear a thing.
Then you're not ready. But your time will come. You will then hear and understand. Trust me.
Why do you need so many candles? Why not build a campfire?
This is Sabrina's flame. Its light protects us and guides us soldiers every step.
Did you rob a convoy of wax sellers?
I make the candles myself. I give them to anyone looking for protection within the flame of courage.
The valley's been engulfed by a battle of specters. Know anything about it?
It's a place of horror. You can still hear the sound of steel and the cries of the dying. If you want to soothe their pain, you have to believe that Sabrina is watching over you benevolently.
I won't achieve anything without some memory tokens. Magically active conduits left by those who fell in battle. They're supposed to symbolize faith, courage, hatred, and death.
Faith? I don't know what those soldiers believed, but their faith didn't help them. They were deceived. Courage, hatred, and death. There was too much of all of them, especially death. But I remember a knight who, ignoring the danger, led a handful of soldiers against overwhelming enemy forces. Seltkirk of Gullet, Demaven's champion. When Vandergrift's cohort cut him off from the rest of the army, he attacked the visitor fearlessly. If you're looking for a symbol of courage, find Seltkirk's armor.
So long.
Huh? What other matters?
So long.
That's politics. What's it to us?
Hey!
Are there trolls here?
Aye, there are. You don't mind.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
in the Lavalets lands in Temeria.
A runaway, eh? I'm from Van Glen.
From Sintra. What are you staring at? I'm not mangy.
Truth be told, Sintra's not very far.
Oi! What you doing here?
I heard Zivik can't wait for you to get back.
Plough it all. If we miss muster, he'll have us flogged. Get us out of here, will you?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with droners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
All right, we'll go back together, but let me look around first. Apparently, it's bad luck to tread on the ashes. Nothing. Again. Who cares enough to bring all these things here? Strange aura. Let's take a closer look. Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say. Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say. Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine. Candles. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots. Nothing unusual about them otherwise. Square coins adorned with a fish. I guess the plotters like to come here. Let's see. An unnatural stillness typical of intersections and places where streams of the power meet. Unnerving but harmless. People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid. All the gifts are at a safe distance from it. Except for one person. With Kedweni Army issue boots. Glad to know I'm not the only one to desecrate this site. Animal tracks. Dogs, wolves, bears, even birds. You'd think this was a feeding ground, but they all fear the circle. Except for cats. Their tracks are everywhere. One even napped on the pedestal. Triss once told me cats like to sleep on intersections, and they're the only beasts apart from dragons who can draw the power. They clearly like this place. Sabrina was nailed to this wheel. Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched. Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel recently. I better take one, just in case. I need to bring the king here. I need to reenact the execution. If I can only summon Sabrina's ghost, I could force her to lift the curse. The The Draugrs and the mist will remain, but at least the king will be safe. I need to know what happened here. Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief, who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
You've looked and touched your fill, right? Let's get out of here.
Did you light those candles?
We did.
What's it to you?
From what I've seen, it's not safe here.
The beasts are too scared to come near the circle.
Maybe, but you gotta leave the circle to return to camp.
Help us get back!
If you all know this area is infested with monsters, why the hell did you come here?
On a kind of pilgrimage to visit the circle.
Feel their eyes on you. They're watching us. We won't get out alive, superstitious idiots that we are.
Don't you believe the visionary? You don't have to. But it was worth a try, right?
Old idiot. It's his fault we ended up here.
Who is this visionary?
He's behind all this. He talks of miracles in the circle.
I believe him. Know why? He lives deep in the valleys, but something protects him from all those harpies.
Did you see them burn the sorceress?
3 years ago. We both served under Henselt then, but only the 5th Company guarded the stake.
They say the king never wanted to make a spectacle. Some soldiers never come here, but others visit the circle to check the remains.
You're just like them. To you, it's only a superstition to make money from. You're looking for old nails in the ashes.
Like that shitbag who trades outside the inn.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
Really? Then give us the nails.
I'm keeping it.
Keeping it? Not heard what they say. Relics are like fist tech for simple folk.
How did you manage to avoid the drowners on your way here?
The visionary was with us. He led us through, then left.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know at least a few places I'd rather sleep. Come on.
Beats me why they've been fighting over these hellholes for generations.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Vic was right. We should have sat on our arses.
You'll be whistling a different tune when the mist lifts and we attack Bergen.
Drowner lairs, not the best spots for picnics.
Curses on him! If it wasn't for you, they'd have eaten us.
We owe you our lives, Witcher. We can't let Zivik catch us.
Don't shit your pants. Sabrina saved us from the monsters. So what's one little civic?
Not another fucking stone.
Odrin! Here, boy! Odrin!
Where are you? What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Odrin! Here, boy!
Odrin! Where are you? Odrin!
What do you want, Witcher?
The soldiers you were looking for, they got held up for a while at Sabrina's circle.
Oh, the idiots! To be duped by witchcraft and superstitions. I'll put them to scrubbing the latrines indefinitely. But I thank you for bringing them back. Your reward, as promised.
From what I can see, you and the men love your king.
He's like a father to us, really. Comes around from time to time, chats it up, pats you on the mug. Remembers our names, too, though you gots to earn that in battle. Been so distinguished 3 times already. Pride myself on it.
I'm sure it's a great honor for a humble soldier like yourself.
Last time it happened, we was on the march. Some peasant poisoned his well. A few of our lads died, many others got sick. I pacified that village. We hit them so hard, we even struck fear into our own boys. They went without a row for 2 days, and the king was very pleased. He came around, gave me a friendly punch in the gut, laughed and said, "You are one true son of a bitch. If you'd not been born among swine, you'd probably be king." That's how he is. Humane and all. He's really got a heart.
Did you participate in the battle?
I did, and I fought. I'd rather not go into it.
The spirits of those who died in battle are now in combat on that field. They kill each other and change into nasty creatures called draugrs. Edirnians, Cadwennies, even your comrades. I want to help them, but I have to know what happened during the battle.
Oh, the plague. Listen then. The fighting started in the afternoon. The Dun Banner was first to attack. We were ambushed, cut off from our main unit and devastated. Bloody scouts and Sabrina Glevisid, who was supposed to mind the battlefield. By then, the battle was in full swing. Wherever you see those damned furrows, people fought there. The Edirnian lines faltered a few times, but we couldn't crush them because of Selkirk. Yes, we had the Visitor. They had Selkirk of Gullet, the invincible White Knight, Edern's finest swordsman. Whenever our forces gained the upper hand, he'd appear and reverse the fighting's course. Then, Van de Grift himself went into battle. He met Selkirk in the middle of the melee. It was a battle of titans. In the end, the Visitor hacked Selkirk and sliced the White Knight from his head to his balls. Then, death fell from the heavens. Lumps of burning soil flew through the air. The whole valley was on fire. Damned magic of a damned witch. I owe my life to Priest Crest, our chaplain. He led me out of the battle and went back for the others. He had a medallion that protected him against fire. He led everyone out, including the Edirnians. But the flames got him in the end.
What happened before the battle?
We forded the Pontar on the 3rd day after the autumn equinox. The Edirnians were waiting for us, formed up in a long line at the foot of those hills. I remember the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersburg, gullet. Knights, armoured infantry, peasants, the Vergen dwarf regiment, all save the king. They numbered more than 5,000. General Vandegrift, commander of the Kedwennies, had less than 4,000, including the elite Bearheads, armoured troops from Ard Caraig, and the famous White Foxes of the North. And ourselves, the Dun Banner, veterans of Brenner, hated by the Adernians more than the plague. But above all, we had Vandegrift the Visitor. Maybe he was a bastard, but he knew war like nobody else.
Were you at Brenna?
Ah, yes. Cut down more black ones there than anywhere else. The Redanians were in disarray on the left when we joined the battle. Same with the Temerian regiments in the middle. We arrived just in time. Menno Cohorn commanded the Nilfgaardians. He was some leader. Even we feared him like fire, but somehow we prevailed.
What happened to him afterwards?
He refused to flee, died like many others. No one knows who did it, and no one ever found his corpse.
Did you see the duel between Seltkirk and Vandegrift?
From a distance. At the time I was on that hill, and they were somewhere over there. The field used to be as flat as a table. It was their second duel. Earlier, in peacetime, they'd met at a tournament in Ardcarade. Seltkirk won then. Vandegrift's sword cracked and the visitor had to yield. After the tournament, he had a new sword forged by Kedwen's best mages and swordsmiths. That's how Loathan came to be.
I think that means hatred in the Elder language. Pretentious.
They say a sorcerer cast a spell on the sword and told Vandegrift the blade wouldn't crack as long as he remained invincible. The mage got 50 lashes and was the last to mention any such nonsense.
Who has Vandegrift's sword now?
When the Sea of Flames died out, the looters ran amok. They found Seltkirk's chainmail, which survived somehow. Maybe it was magical too. Vandegrift's sword went missing. The boys in the camp claim the female dragon slayer has it, but I wouldn't even try talking to her.
Who's got Seltkirk's chainmail?
A certain Vincent Trott. Low nobility, in the army since forever. A greedy bastard.
Where can I find him?
That's a problem. Deathmold wanted him arrested after they found a square coin on him. Some of the officers and noblemen want to get rid of the Black Ones. They don't like how they lord it around the camp, even though the king talks to them. Those coins are their sign, the stupid bunch of plotters. Anyway, Vincent's a swashbuckler. He thrashed Deathmold's people and disappeared. Those with the coins won't say a word because they're scared of Deathmold.
Do I have this right? You served in the Dun Banner?
Did indeed. Henselt's never commanded a fiercer group of warriors, and he never will. If not for us, there'd have been no victory for the North at Brenner. We carried the day.
I didn't see the Dun Banner in the camp.
And you won't. The unit's no more. Ensign Eckhart Hennessy carried the standard into battle for the last time 3 years ago.
Glevisig's magic?
Worse. The Eternian troops, the bastards. Dun Banner, the pride of Kedwen, lost its standard and almost all its men. The visitor refused to send us reinforcements when we were cut off. The Dun must prevail. It's been in worse shite than this. The Dun will be all right. 7 Eternians to each one of us. We had no fucking hope. 200 men went into battle and less than 70 came back. But that's not all. Only a few survived to this day. Boys couldn't handle it. Suicide, firewater, fist tech. A few became highwaymen. They ended up on the gallows or in ditches. Memories can also kill you, and soldiers don't always deal with them well.
I have to find that standard.
I heard it lies in the catacombs neath Bergen, alongside my mates. Hey, if you're thinking of going there, I ought to give you my beaver skin cap. That's its rightful place.
You mentioned the priest.
A really good man. He was with us the whole time, during the march, in the barracks and in battle, among common soldiers. Freya gave him a medallion to protect him from fire. I don't know how true that is, but he led me and many others to safety.
Who has this medallion?
King Henselt. I saw it once. I don't know how he got hold of it, but he definitely had it.
Thanks, Civic. I heard there's a man living outside the camp known as the Visionary. Ever met him?
The soldiers talk about him, but I've never seen him. If I ever do, he'll regret that he fooled my people with all those superstitions.
There's a soldier by the inn selling scraps from Sabrina's execution site.
I know. A damn quartermaster. This business of his muddles the minds of the soldiers. Suddenly, everyone believes a splinter in your pocket will protect you in battle. Half-wits.
After what happened here 3 years ago, it's no surprise they're terrified.
I'll tell you one thing, Witcher. In combat, I can count on my shield, my armor, and my comrades, if they still live. Many of those boys will die in Bergen, even with their pockets stuffed with mystical splinters that cost a silver piece each. I want them to be afraid. When steel hits steel, I want them to be alert, damn it! If they're dumb and put their trust in rusty nails and ashes, they won't have a hope in hell.
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Wish I could have, but only the 5th Company was sent there. She deserved it. What she did to the boys. Believe me, I've seen a lot of monstrosities in my life. My brother died during a coup in Rhind when a mage boiled the blood in his veins. Also, I once saw a soldier raping a dead elf woman. But 3 years ago, people melted like lead. something you can't forget, Witcher.
So long.
Leave me be, father!
Leave you be? Your life's at stake! Why, your mother would have my head if anything happens to you!
No! This is about my honor. And ply what mother does to you, I'll practice. I must prepare.
You fool! You'd believe him if he told you it was Sabrina's shin bone. He was not.
We'll see in the next battle. The relic will protect me. All you'll have is the tin pan on that empty head of yours.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
What I can do?
Mind if I join you?
Think I've the right to stop you from taking a free stool?
No right, but you might not want company while you drink.
And why might you want to drink with me?
Always better to talk business over a tankard. Let me buy a round.
All the same to me.
Getting sad drunk.
Mm-hmm. My son's decided to kill himself. He's decided to duel Lieutenant Avid, known as the Butcher of Cidaris. All in all, that makes him a dead man.
Lieutenant Avid, who's that?
A killer.
Plenty of those in the army.
No, killing enemies is not the same as slaughtering your own countrymen. The Butcher likes the latter, and he's good at it. The best.
They're going to duel to the death.
Are you that ignorant? We've been sitting here for weeks. Nothing is happening, and hence they'll do like that, so he's organised some diversions.
You mean tournaments?
Nothing like tournaments, more like murders. Mock battles without the mocking. The duellers really leave the arena on their own 2 feet. When our unit learned that 6th Company was putting forward the Butcher of Cidaris, there were no volunteers, so we drew straws and it fell to Sven.
He can't back out.
He can, but he won't. I've pleaded, I've begged, but my son's a stubborn one. The pup's got honour. But what good's honour to a corpse?
What if I helped you?
What kind of question is that?
Could I count on you in return?
Save my son, and there wouldn't be a thing I wouldn't do to aid you.
I take that as your vow. Where's Sven?
Training in front of the canteen, near the mercenaries' tent. You'll know him when you see him. Why did he have to be like me? Stubborn imbecile.
Are you Sven?
Who's asking?
Somebody who just might save your ass.
Piss off!
I promised your father I'd help you.
Then go back and ask his pardon for tricking him.
Will you feel better when they kill you?
I'll certainly feel worse if I cower out.
I'm the last one who'd ask you to do that.
What will you do? Summon the butcher and send him out on an urgent mission to deflower the Virgin of Edirn?
No, we'll fight as a pair against Letond and his second. Your honor will remain untouched, like a 12-year-old nun's petal.
Why do you wish to help me?
I'm not a fan of uneven fights.
How much did he pay you?
Your father could never afford my fee.
Hello.
I'm a bit scared of going against the Saint.
Aldrin! The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
I'm looking for Letond Avet, the Butcher of Cidaris.
What do you seek?
I want to try my luck.
Strange. Most shit themselves at the sight of my sword.
They say you're equal to a Witcher in a fight.
They lie. I'm better.
We'll see.
You'll need to wait. I've a fight lined up already.
We could always duel in pairs. I look around and I see the cream of Kedweni knights. Someone's bound to agree.
I am Edwin Lysam, known also as the Petal. If Letond will have me, I'll gladly stand at his side.
Why do they call you the Petal? I've no need for one who ploughs maidens simply for the pleasure of deflaring them.
You offend me greatly, Letond. I owe the moniker to the fact that I place flower petals in the mouths of the foes I defeat.
I'll be glad to see anything stuffed in the Witcher's mouth. So be it.
Ah! But what if she's truly an anointed virgin?
Ah, don't worry about it. The Witcher will take care of everything. Aldrin!
Aunt? Has he agreed?
Yes.
Some whoresome, eh?
Unique among them. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's go get him.
Most gracious king, noble lords, men-at-arms, shortly in the arena you shall witness the famed Letond Avet, known also as the Butcher of Cidaris, at whose side shall stand the Honourable Edwin the Petal Lysam. Opposing them are Sven of Somewhere and Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. May the gods favor the better men. Begin! Hail to the victor! Glory to the vanquished! The prize in the contest was a noble title. Our gracious and merciful ruler, King Henselt, shall generously bestow this upon the young Sven. Heralds will announce the subsequent duels. Long live King Henselt! Long live Kedwin!
You salvaged my honor.
He salvaged that foolish head of yours.
I'm a knight now. The king himself will do the honors.
You were born in a pigsty with a labour came to your mother 18 springs ago. Nothing will change that. Witcher, I said you could demand what you will, and my word's no worse than a noble's.
You demanded payment for helping me?
Everything has its price.
What is it you wish?
Information on those who carry square coins.
Father!
Silence! Why do you need to know?
I just need to know what this is all about.
Ah, it's a long story.
I've got time.
It started before the victory at Brenna, when we split Edirn between ourselves and Nilfgaard. We were shamed throughout the north.
What's that got to do with the coins?
Everyone wanted to thrash the Black Ones, not play brother to them. A group of officers hatched a plot. The coins their mark. I don't know who gathered the first group of plotters, but the seeds of the scheme fell on fertile soil and sprouted quickly. Then came Brenna, and it all died down. The plotters themselves lost direction, though it seems they resurfaced recently.
Is Henselt dealing with Nilfgaard again?
Who knows? But he's welcomed that shriveled old bat here and spends time in discussions with him. That plot, well, the lads just want to prevent the Black Ones from meddling in our affairs. Not more.
You know a lot. You got a coin?
Yeah, I'm old, and know that he who gains power loses his heart. I'm past the age of taking the crown off one head and placing it on another. But my son still believes a monarch can be just. Why must you know if I've a coin?
I can't say.
And neither can you, father.
An old soldier's word is no handful of hay with which to wipe your arse.
I'll have naught to do with this.
Go to Madame Carr's brothel and ask for Whistling Wendy. The man will take you to her tent and leave you alone. Wendy will ask what you wish. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise. Are we even?
Yeah.
And beware of Vincent Trott. He may be hiding with the conspirators. Dangerous man, that one.
Deathmole's looking for him. And if he finds him, we may all end up tasting the executioner's axe. That scoundrel falls into the sorcerer's hands. He'll give us all up to save his own skin.
I'll be careful.
Trott wears a magic suit of armor. He could prove a difficult foe, even for you.
Witcher.
What?
The king is impressed with your skills. He's called on me to organize a tournament.
If this goes on, his entire army will be slaughtered before he moves against Edirn.
This time it'll be a tourney of knights. None of that slaughter for the riffraff to enjoy. The king will reward the winners handsomely. If you're interested, find me by the arena.
Aldrin, where are you?
Tournaments. Now that's a pastime for real men.
All right, I'll take part in your tournament.
The king will be pleased. Just remember, this will not be a fight to the death.
I'll try not to forget.
Ready?
What are the rules?
2 adversaries fight until one of them yields.
That's it?
The loser is out of the tourney. Ready?
I am indeed.
Let's begin then. Witcher Geralt of Rivia will now fight the Honourable Gwydion. Witcher Geralt wins! You won. Let me know when you're ready for the next fight.
All right.
Tournaments. Now that's a pastime for real men.
Can we continue the tournament?
Ready?
I am indeed.
Let's begin then.
The law-abiding people with his fatherly hand.
The Witcher will now take on the Honourable Rendag.
Live the king.
I surrender! Witcher Geralt wins! You won. Let me know when you're ready for the next fight.
All right.
Tournaments. Now that's a pastime for real men.
Can we...
Ready?
I am indeed.
Let's begin then. Geralt of Rivia will now take on the fearless Baron.
I yield!
Witcher Geralt wins!
Is there not a single fucking soul in Kedwin able to beat the Witcher? Dung-filled cowards, all of you!
Apparently not in Kedwin. But in Temeria, perhaps. I'll give it a shot.
That could be interesting. If you win, I'll double the reward.
The Witcher's challenger this time will be Vess, a maiden serving in an elite unit of the Temerian army.
I surrender!
A few more like him and I could conquer half the world. Give him the prize! He's earned it!
The king wanted a spectacle and he got it. A shame the result was so predictable.
Witches are not invincible.
Seems this one is. But you were brave nonetheless.
She fought harder than all the Kedweni soldiers combined.
You're very kind.
Wasn't so kind in the arena.
He took me seriously.
That's true.
Thanks for not giving me a handicap. I'm going back to my camp. Visit me if you want.
Women. Here's your praise. I need to get back to my business.
Thanks.
Still looking for coins.
Audrey!
What else am I to do?
You?
This mist's driving me crazy.
Audrey! Here, boy! Audrey!
Well, it was here yesterday.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
Coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs at the time, so he takes a pig's eye and puts it between his buttocks.
I wanted to thank you. That was a great fight.
The only great fights are those I win.
It's no dishonor to lose to a mutant created for swordsmanship.
If it wasn't a tournament but a battle, we wouldn't be speaking now.
You were better than all the knights of Ketwin put together.
You're very kind.
I'm sincere.
A rare trait. Perhaps I should take advantage of this opportunity.
Since we're being honest, I'd like to have some wine with you.
With pleasure.
I wasn't expecting you to agree. This was your chance to get back at me.
I have no need. In truth, I'm grateful to you.
Interesting.
I was sure you'd go easy on me. Then I'd have told you to bugger off. But since you took me seriously, I have some two-sound wine in my tent. Could I tempt you?
Lead the way. I learned more about you from that duel than from all our conversations put together.
I'm curious. According to Geralt of Rivia, what is Vess like?
She's ambitious, honorable, and beautiful.
In that order?
What if I say the reverse?
If you think I don't like to hear compliments about my beauty, you're very wrong. I'm a soldier, and it pisses me off when I'm viewed as a pair of tits atop an arse. But I'm also a woman, and like every woman, I have my needs.
In that case, let's drink to your needs.
I fulfill my needs differently.
Then what do you want to drink to?
To us?
I didn't know there was an us.
Better to live a day as a king than a life as a beggar. First we'll drink the wine, then we'll go to bed.
Can we do it the other way round?
puts a pig's eye in his arse. The elder and the recruiter enter, and the mother says, "Son, they've come to take you to war."
How are things, Vernon?
Quiet. Nothing to talk about, really. Like everybody else, I'm waiting to see how events unfold.
Why not stop waiting and try setting something in motion?
My people are combing the area for Letho, who seems to have vanished. There's nothing else I can do. What are you up to?
Busy as ever. I need to lift the fog of specters, reverse Sabrina's curse, and find out who's behind the plot to assassinate Henselt.
I never thought I'd see you so eager to help Henselt.
Coincidence. Our interests happen to have aligned.
What interest might you have in tracking down this plot?
I get the feeling it's all linked. If I can't get to the bottom of this plot, I'll be unable to lift the curse and never recover my past.
In any case, I wonder who's behind it.
Well, I know where the plotters meet. If you want to learn more, come with me.
That would be a grave error. A captain of the Temerian army shouldn't meddle in the domestic matters of another state.
I thought that's exactly what they pay you to do.
Sorry, Geralt. This time I truly cannot help.
And he's standing with his back to them, his pants down. He spreads his cheeks and says, "I can see that."
Did they take him?
Not a chance.
Uh-oh.
Aye, there are.
Well, it was here yesterday.
Here, boy. Odrin! Odrin! Here, boy.
Odrin!
Odrin!
Where are
you?
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Everything
Here,
fine?
boy.
Great.
No talking to the prisoner.
Odrin! Where are you? Odrin!
How'd you do?
Where are you?
What do you want?
Can I talk to him?
You're all right. I've heard you've been helping our lads. Talk away. But be quick. If the corporal sees you, he'll have your balls. And ours.
Odrin!
Bloody fat girl. What do you want?
Information. You from Iorveth's unit?
And proud of it! Iorveth will avenge me.
Maybe. I'm responsible for you being captured.
I don't understand.
I warned Iorveth that the Kingslayer had betrayed him. Your leader's alive because of me.
You lie! You're not one of us.
Never claimed to be. I'm not interested in your fight, nor in that of the humans. I have my own goals. I'm hunting the Kingslayer and need information. Will you help me?
I'd rather not reveal anything to the Dwarf. Do you know Elder speech? De Thurmen en Rendans hest, ev de Sale emes ev de Mevnes slet. Ser her. En ted verleth och en stärkt dunvernewart. Te dreie ebduan. Seret en ox vat gern est. Denna artherneckwert. Visse ögen, erle ögen. Ken hat mer. Denna var emen dunv. Dak mammert. Ken denna de arme hest. Denna neerserla vid de salla in esne geërtj. Veneer senden el. Teame, ne segen hier. Eller seram. Mekian behented fen esert. Seret neer ura jasenhet. Ertet orks garthe seget enith rothen kem hest. Te ern moth diam. Rathain. Que diables Rathain verderel. Veseneth rothen deren henselt gerel vorte hen. Den diarme elestrea hen. Ne mer se herth. Vegan med den tres. En hert et kianje esme gethverth. Se este en kien e diable et arskied. Ken jesse de treas. Mesem treachled. Vekele elefene hestke. Niame herth. Este verth epkethen ken hest. Quintus ken. Den kean velt emer dorvat gern. Varför? Quen erle vat gern hennelinge kren. Nenne seft. Oxen en seret est elle kren. Vel melth Gwynblade Kenneth Belk. Veden emeth Gwynblade. Se de stab gathis en tref winnes. Varför?
Audrin, where are you?
Done with this cursed place. Bloody comet.
Audrin, where are you?
Here, boy. Audrin! A super soldier serum, or what?
Greetings.
Salutations.
What do you want?
Yeah? You're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah.
Great. I want to see the best equipment you have. I've got the coin. The army stands to gain, not lose by me.
I should think so. So?
You sure you're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah?
I ask because assistants are usually pretty glib.
I'm glib.
No, you're not.
My gal left me.
How do you know?
She wrote me a letter. Wait a minute. Damn it. She can't write. Bastards. Beavers, not friends. I'll show them as soon as I get home. Snot-nosed scribes. Counting barley all day. You get bored, look for diversions. I'll give them diversion. Many thanks. At first I thought, go away, Emo. But now I see you're a good fellow.
So will you help me?
I should think so. So? So? So?
With this cursed place. The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging round the tents like idiots.
Where are these coins from if there wasn't a single one when they were pitching camp? I smell a rat.
A sorceress like you must know bundles about paranormal phenomena.
Any mage's knowledge has little to do with superstitions.
The Wild Hunt's no superstition.
Indeed, the phenomenon exists.
I want to know everything about it, including what you know.
You're out of luck. I've never concerned myself with it. I'm also not interested in whirlwinds or hailstorms.
I am your humble servant.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear. They say only a spell will lift it.
Greetings, Witcher.
Deathmold was kind enough to help me. I may be able to lift the curse sooner than I thought.
Details don't interest me. I expect results. That said, Master Geralt, what would you say to a long-term offer? Protection, for instance.
If it involves eliminating monsters, then yes.
That's perfect. My regal person is at all times threatened by potential monsters.
Not the same. I'm ill-suited to being a bodyguard.
You tread upon a slippery meadow, Witcher. Beware, it's strewn with the nastiest cow pies. I'm not one to be refused.
Still.
I've had people beheaded for more pleasant answers.
I won't change my mind.
Fine response. I see there's truth in what they say about the size of a witch's privates. I'm glad to see you're no pushover, and have a mind of your own. If only I had more men of your ilk, and not the kind of ass munchers that infest my court. To sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear. They say only a spell will lift it.
Where are you?
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
It seems we'll be slaughtering squirrels again. Surprised! They have a hand in every rebellion, every evil car.
Greetings.
Audrin, where are you? Audrin, where are you?
Greetings.
Audrin, where are you?
Have you heard? They've killed Demavent, and Foltest of Temerian.
Hush! That's allowed. Pencil can be touchy. You'd best. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Audrin, where are you?
Here, boy. Audrin!
So? So?
Here, boy. Here, boy. Still looking for coins. What else am I to do? This mist is driving me crazy.
How did you wind up here?
Everything fine? Great.
Hey, watch it!